we definitely want to say thanks to our sponsors who make this all possible. We have Planet Beach, that is a great place to go for spa treatments. You can get unlimited spa treatments that range anywhere from $60 to $70 for an entire month, and you get unlimited visits. So definitely go up there and check it out. It's on 59th Avenue and the 101. A little bit further south, we have Glendale Flowers, which is a great place to get flowers for all occasions. And they have sponsored giving a couple of flowers to our guests today, which we are happy to share as our guests that are joining us today. We will, I think you will enjoy meeting them as much as I have. And our final sponsor of the show is Crescendo, that does a search engine optimization and web design, and also technology from the standpoint of VoIP cloud phones. So make sure that you patronize our sponsor as much as you can and make it worth their while bringing this show. So welcome back. Definitely appreciate all of our wonderful listeners. And we are joined on the show today by Tashina, who is the founder of Miss Native American USA, and also Shaylin, who is the pageant winner for this year. So I welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Kurt, for inviting us.
You're so welcome. Tashina, tell us a little bit about yourself, and what made you decide that, what made you wake up one day and decide, I think I'm going to create a national pageant. It's a definite aggressive goal, and you did a phenomenal job at it. So I commend you for it. But what was it that made you decide, I think I'm going to create this pageant?
Well, originally I am from Provo, Utah, and I am Navajo. I'm Totochitni, born for Tutchitni. Originally on the reservation, on the Navajo reservation, my family's from Monument Valley, Utah. And what made me start this pageant was mostly my mom. My mom is very big on powwows, Native American powwows, pageants. She's always taken me to the Miss Navajo Nation pageants, and also got me interested in powwow princess pageants that they have. So she originally started having me do that first, and then I started to help her plan and organize different powwow princess pageants.
Okay, excellent. I've gone to a couple of powwows myself. I grew up between the Navajo reservation and the Apache reservation, and so I've been to a lot of cultural events and have absolutely loved it. The trading posts and my best friend growing up, who is also my first cousin, was full Apache as well. So yeah, he was wonderful. It's definitely probably my favorite person in the world. So Ron, if you're out there listening, yes, you are one of my favorite people.
Hi, Ron. Hey out there.
So I wanted to commend you for that idea, to be able to move that forward. It's obviously a lot of work. Tell me a little bit about, what did you think it was going to be as much work as it was when you decided to create the pageant?
At first, no, I didn't have an idea, but then after a couple of weeks, and I started to get the response from future contestants wanting more information, and then people emailing me wanting me more information about the overall event, I started to get really overwhelmed. But as weeks went by, I was able to find a lot of really good people, a lot of volunteers stepped up, reached out to me and offered their support and their help. So it kind of made things a little bit more smoother, but definitely it was really a challenge. And I think it came out really nice.
Absolutely, it's wonderful for anybody who is logging into our YouTube channel. Within a few days, we should, well, I would say within a week, we should be able to have the video footage. We actually did film the pageant, and so the video footage should be ready, edited and posted within about a week or so. So we're excited to see that footage, and it was a privilege to be able to be there and see all of that occurring. So I think that something that I was able to see it as a participant. I mean as an audience member. But Shaylin, tell us what it was like as a participant. The experience. You probably had your heart pounding a couple times throughout the whole thing.
I did. I really did. I just gotta say though, I enjoyed it. I knew that I wasn't the only one feeling all the emotions and going through everything in the process of planning. So it felt really good to be standing next to all the other girls because I was not alone in all those emotions. They were just there, with me, experiencing the same exact thing. And I was so nervous, but I was so privileged, and I knew that this is the one time that I was going to experience this. So I really knew that I had to do my best and just say that I gave my all. Definitely.
And we definitely could tell that you did, and so we enjoyed that. Again, go to the Social Universe YouTube channel where you will be able to see some of the talent that you did. And we're going to, after a break, we're going to talk a little bit more about you, Shaylin, and the not only experience there, but you as a person, because that kind of came through in the pageant. There was a lot of depth of character in who you are, and that's one of the things that truly impressed me. Now, Tashina, this is the second Miss Native American USA pageant. Is that correct?
Actually, no, it was the first.
Oh, it was the first. It was so well done.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, look at that. I really thought it was the second. So, well, that is great. And it was also, I want to give thanks on behalf of the show, as well as on behalf of Miss Native American USA, to Tempe Center for the Arts for hosting that event. And they did a great job. It was well attended. It was a lot of fun. And there were a lot of past pageant winners in different areas of in different, what would be the term I would be looking for in the different venues?
We had a really big turnout as far as powwow princess royalties and then also tribal royalties.
Tribal royalty, that was the term I was looking for. Thank you for helping me. Okay, and yeah, there were a lot of group photos and things that probably should show up there in the footage, and it's a lot of fun to see that. I wanted to also tell us a little bit about where you want it to go. In the next 5 years. I mean, I think you're going to have it every other year. You mentioned, is that correct?
Yeah, currently we are going to be having it every other year, just because it is a lot of work, and I'm still a college student myself, and I do work full time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep it at every other year until I'm able to get together, build the pageant.
Have room to breathe.
Right.
Okay, tell us about yourself, Tashina. I mean, you're still in college, and who would have known that something on such a large scale would be created by somebody who's still in college. But tell us a little bit about. I know that you grew up in Monument Valley and went to college. But what's your degree that you're working on, and tell us a little bit more about you, the person.
Well, currently I work full time. I do social work for a nonprofit organization.
Oh, great.
And then also I work for I go to school for accounting, so I'm an accounting business major.
Great.
And then this past year in March, I competed for Miss Arizona, so I currently hold the Miss Phoenix United States title.
Very good.
And
Look at
then
that.
I do the
Congratulations.
pageant on the side.
And I want everybody to notice that she didn't put herself in and then win.
Right.
That wouldn't be fair. That'd be a conflict of interest. But I'm sure Shaylin appreciates that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I noticed during the show is it was a whole lot of fun. Everybody was having a lot of fun, even the announcers, you know, or to say the MCs were having a lot of fun, the audience was having fun, and the participants were having a lot of fun as well. Now tell us a little bit about how the participants were selected that were actually allowed to participate in the show.
It was a open national pageant. So basically, the only requirements for the girls to participate is the age requirements. We put ages were between 18 and 27. They must be not married and have no children and hold at least a fourth of Native American blood. So they had to show their proof of CIB and their birth certificate
Okay.
to participate.
So those are the requirements, and so then the invitation essentially was to the entire United States.
It was. It is open nationally, but due to our, being at our first pageant, our marketing budget was really small.
Okay.
So we weren't able to really market towards the East Coast,
Okay.
and so most of our participants ended up being from the Southwest tribes.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense. I think, have you developed much of your social media yet?
We have. Oh my goodness, it is.
I'm sure it's booming.
Yeah, it is. We're really excited, and I can't wait until 2014 for when we have our pageant, just because I know it's been growing all over the U.S. and even in Canada. A lot of Canadian Native Americans are hearing about the pageant, and they want to be able to participate. So I'm really hoping for 2014 we'll be able to open up or have more tribes participate in the pageant. Yeah.
That's great, and I'm sure they will. I mean, there's a lot of interest. It was very high quality. It was, and the way it was presented and the participants, the quality of participant, I think was amazing. So, as a winner, Shannon, I think I think you should be complimented that you were chosen. There was a lot of competition.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So we are getting a little bit closer to break. However, I wanted to ask Shaylin, and then we'll stop bugging her about her own personal life. With your accounting and business degree, are you? What is your ultimate goal? Is the pageant the big goal of what you're going to use the accounting and business degree on, or do you have other business aspirations as well?
I do. I have several actually. I want to eventually, have my CPA and be able to go back to the reservation and help build economically the reservation. And the pageant was just something that that I had interest in, and I was able to use some of those, business and accounting skills and put it towards the pageant, and I got really successful on how it came out. So, but eventually I do want to go back to the reservation and try to be more of an entrepreneur and help the reservation in that aspect.
Okay, so probably return to Utah, to Monument Valley, or?
Not necessarily Utah. I mean, any reservation. It doesn't need to be the Navajo reservation. It could be any.
Okay, great. Well, I commend you, definitely. We are going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to talk a little bit more about Shaylin from the standpoint of who she is and her experience, some of her background. So I appreciate you both joining us on the show, and we'll come right back after commercial break.